gentlemen family, to the pre-match podcast of Paris Saint-Germain versus Atalanta. We're here. We have landed. We have landed. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. It's a bit unfortunate, that we're missing the Demb, the UCL best player of last season, but yeah. Let's go into if anything new has dropped. Yo. Okay, Aryan, now the emotions have gone down. I don't know. Obviously, you can watch my review if you want to watch it later on or something. But I went over the stats, and I mean, you created 3.6 XG. I don't think Madrid fans should be as upset. Obviously, you should have a high standard of yourself, and the way you won the 2 goals, how they came to penalties is a bit questionable. Like from a Madrid point of view, like you want to create your goals, but creating 3.6 XG and only conceding 0.7, you were expected to win 3-1. I mean, what's different? I mean, I think it looks a bit more white. I've turned down the lighting because it's night and my brother is sleeping. That is true. But Aryan, you shouldn't look at the shots. You should look at the position they take their shots from, which means you blame it on the individuals and not Xabi Alonso, because I've seen Xabi Alonso get a lot of heat. But I think the individuals deserve way more. Guller's disaster class, all the missed opportunities. Like you got the ball in good positions, but then what's the word? Execution. That was bad. That's how I feel, at least. I still don't think Madrid can win the UCL this season, but yeah. For the people that don't know, when it comes to the injury for Paris Saint-Germain, Kvara and Kangili are predicted to be in the squad. Take a look at the report right here. Kvara and Kangili should be in the group versus Atalanta. And then this is like the predicted squad. I think they have Kvara. They don't have Kang on the bench. But this is Le Parisien. It just dropped. Let me quote that. Oh, they have Kangili starting. That's why he wasn't on the bench. They have Kangili starting. We know of Chevalier. We know the defense. We know the midfield. We know Barcola. We know Gonçalo. But it's going to be Kangili, according to Le Parisien. So they're saying he's fit enough to start. Rodrigo was way better than Vinny. I don't know about way better, but he was better, yeah. Vinny was horrendous. Vinicius Jr. Fuck Marseille. Exactly. There are so many PSG supporters supporting Marseille, man. That's disgusting, man. That's disgusting. Yeah. So no report. I mean, it's a hamstring, Arian. The best thing to do when this happens, Arian, is check up Trent's injury history. Is he someone that's gotten hamstrings before? Then it's bad. For example, when it comes to Dembele, when he puts his hand at his hamstring, I'm like, fuck, we're cooked. Let me see Trent. Yeah. Okay, it doesn't look that good, Arian. So he's had a couple of hamstrings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's had 5 hamstring injuries. One, he was out 10 days, 1 17 days, 1 15 days, 1 40 days. But that was a long time ago, back in 2021. So he has a little bit of a weak hamstring, but majority of these out. He's usually out between like 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks. It depends on how bad it is. Dembele has a hamstring, but it's 6 weeks. I remember Dembele last season at Barca pulled his hamstring and was out for the rest of the season. He pulled it in February and was out for the rest of the season. So he can be really bad, but he can be mild. The good thing, Arian, is that Trent immediately went out. Sometimes they let the player play on and so on with the player. He's in the motion. He has, what is it called? The adrenaline running. He's like, nah, let me play on it. But Trent went out immediately. That's a good thing. Precaution. Yes, sir. Or just up. Yes, sir. Yeah. But it should be calm, Arian. If I'm gonna make an estimate, I'm a Dr. Int, between 10 to 20 days. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I don't think you have a tough. I don't think you have a tough. I know you play Almaty up in the UCL, so that's calm. Kairat. You play Espanyol, you play Levante, and then you play Atletico Madrid on the 27th of September. Obviously, Carvajal is going to be eligible for that game, even though he's a bit cooked. But you play Carvajal, and then you play Kairat, and then you play Villarreal at home. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Yo, what's up, SSB? No, I mean, Güler has been very good for Madrid this season. Today he was absolutely poor, but it was a Champions League. It was a step up. And Güler is still unexperienced. He's still being pushed into this 11. So this is just the growing pains of Arda Güler. Yo, what's good, Abdullah? Why don't Demi put some missile on? Dembele? Are you talking about Dembele? I mean, you have to understand that a lot of these football players, what makes them great is how they are. We saw Mbappe put on a lot of muscle. Yes, he didn't get injured in that period, but he became ass. It was the same thing with Neymar. I remember, especially a lot of people here at PSG, they used to tell Neymar to put on muscles so he doesn't get injured. Obviously, putting on muscles doesn't remove the chance of getting injured. It just removes the likelihood, and you recover quicker because you're more protected by more muscle. But that would completely change Neymar's game. And Neymar was like, "No, I don't want to change my game." They told him to stop dribbling. He was like, "No, this is what makes me great." So I think it's a bit similar to Dembele. And Dembele, Fonkel, this injury and the injury he had before the Club World Cup, it's not Dembele's health's fault. It's not his muscles' fault. It's Didier Deschamps. Deschamps, the shit, man. And looking at Atalanta's predicted lineup, this is basically exactly what I had in my preview, apart from I did not have Suleimana, I think. Yeah, I had Samardzic. That's why Samardzic. That's why I found. Yeah, yeah, no, no, we good, we good, we good. And then you have someone like Due. He has more muscle than Barcola and Dembele, but that's part of his game. The Yeah, no, he had a good game. He had a good game. He created 6 chances as well. It was very yeah chaotic game, but he was good. We'll be there, man. Yeah, Arian, you might have to become a national team supporter for a while. but but yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what more to say about the game. Honestly, I've already done my preview. I already have all the information. Nothing new is dropping, unfortunately. But great news about Kvara and Beraldo and Kangi Lee. Yeah, facts, man. Nuno is insane. Let's search PSG Atalanta if we can find something. Hello. Yeah, basically nothing, man. I don't think you win the UCL. I think you'll be somewhat poor, might get knocked out a bit early on. We missed out Juve versus BVB. I don't know. I think he's so quick, he's so powerful, he's so explosive because he's so lean. Looks like Bambi, man. Keep it. Yeah, that's fair, man. Yeah. The thing is, when you play with Chouameni as DM, it's like a makeshift, but yeah, maybe like fully play all the time. Could be, could be. For example, me, I can give you myself as an example. I used to weigh 50, 50 kg with this height. So I was 186, 185 centimeters tall, which is nearly 6 foot two, and weighed only 50 kg, which was like I was extremely thin, which was no problem. And then I started going to the gym, and now I weigh around 73 and still, fit as a baby. So I added like 22 kg, but for me, it didn't matter. I might be quicker, not due to the extra muscles because I don't even train legs and so on at the gym, but you can still gain a lot of muscle and not lose, your ability and all of that. It depends on how you do it, I guess. Sub the blonde hair. The issue with this is everyone asks this, and I have just to repeat the answer. But look, it started off as a funny thing. My sister was doing her hair. No, I was helping her, and then there was a little bit left. I took it, I put it on my hair, and then I was like, you know what? Let's do it, man. And look at it, blonde all the way deep. You can see a little bit of dark with my hair starting to grow. I've trimmed pliers too. What's pliers? I mean, it was probably closer if you like check up BMI and so on. But I was healthy. I was fit. I was just at the minimum level. It's mostly because of a very high metabolism, which means I don't build any fat at all. Like I'm maximum 8 to 10% body fat. Now like 73, I think 73. True, exactly. Yes, sir. But didn't he do the hair and the beard as well? I'm not gonna do the beard, but favorite muscle to train. Okay, favorite muscle to train in terms of the feeling that I get. Probably biceps because it's the most natural one. Is the one you feel the most. But the most favorite muscle to train, maybe looking at your, what's it called? When you've completed the workout, like your body looks bigger. What is it called? I forgot the word, but then it's probably chest. Because chest is the one I mostly want to improve. Oh, okay. No, no, no. I play a lot of football. I play a lot of football. That's how I get all of that. I sprint a lot. I play as a goalkeeper as well. Wait. I'm gonna see if my friend is awake. 1 second, because then I can show a clip. Because I don't have the footage. Let me call him. 1 second. So why Arian I forget is sometimes I mute from the microphone and then there's white light and it becomes red. Then I know I'm muted. But this occasion I muted from like where I'm talking from. Ah, yeah, I answered on this. No, I will not be doing eyebrows, and I basically have abs. It just you guys have never seen me without a t-shirt. And no, like for example, my cheeks, they how can I say? They give a bad fake reflection because I have like puffy cheeks, like genetically from my family. But actually, they should be more like this. But it just I have puffy cheeks, so it looks different. I mean, Arian, have I ever muted myself for that long? I just see it from the chat until the end. Let's see if we free. All right, let me see. But yeah, keep on sending in the questions and talking points and so on. Just waiting for this video to arrive now. Because I showed you guys long time ago when I played as a goalkeeper. But I haven't shown you the updated version. Oh, okay, here's the old. We can react. Yeah. No, shout out. At least it was good Ligue 1 prop, I guess. Okay, wait, let me. All right, these were my old goalkeeping skills. Wait, why is it like zoomed out like this? All right, hopefully you guys can see well. And here I'm doing it. Obviously, majority of the time I played goalkeeper. I've still done it on like 7v7 goal to get better at it. And this is old. This is like 4 years ago. Wait, there's one double save. Wait, after this. No, after that. Look at that save, and then look at how it come out. But look at that. Oh, look at that leg. Look at that trying. But oh, look at their reflexes, man. But yeah, so this was me like 4 years ago, and soon we'll get the video of the updated version. La la la. I don't play in a team anymore, so I just play for fun. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But no, I don't play in a team anymore. I've always said for me the biggest, some people they want to be the best at something. I don't really want to be the best at something. I want to be good at everything. I don't want to be bad at anything. So I can play every single position. And the only position I'd left, which I needed to improve immensely, was the goalkeeper position. So when I go to the field with my friends, I say I can be goalkeeper, take shots on me. Like sometimes we do it for actual fun. Like, can they score against me? Can I save it? That's how good in the seven goal I've become. Still hasn't sent it, man. But yeah, it's unfortunate that there's barely anything to talk about, man. Lee, la 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 la, la 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 lee, la 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 lee. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. No, I mean, respect to you, but no, I think so because I've trained a lot, especially on tough shots to get down on the ground. But let me show this. If this video can arrive, I will show, and then we can make a deciding factor. But I've only done it in training. You've done it in a professional game, so it's a bit different. Would you ever participate in these YouTube charity games if your YouTube channel became big enough? I would absolutely love. I mean, football is my passion. I absolutely love playing football, and I've always, wanted to play football at a big stage. If I could become a goalkeeper one day, I would love to become that. But obviously, it's too late now, and I'm focusing on this and so on. But if I got an opportunity like that, I would take it immediately. You know, oh, I think we got the video. I've also promised my parents one day you guys will see me on the TV. Like when you watch a football game, I will be there. What any kind of game it will be. I have the confidence in myself. I would do great. I wouldn't want to be goalkeeper though. I would want to be like a box to box. Oi, 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 oi. PG's best players in the past 3 years. Oh, that's a bit weird because we've had like a generation shift in the past 3 years. I mean, if you're saying across these 3 years, Vitinha, Hakimi, Dembele, because I mean, the last 3 years, two of them are Lucha years, and Dembele, Hakimi, Vitinha have been our three best players during that time. Now I'll be like as I've said this multiple times. I don't have the best technique and so on. I still have good technique, but athletically and then mentally, I'm like a dog, man. What's to post a picture? Okay. Serve to the Saudi or Qatar influences games. What do you mean by that? Yeah, exactly, exactly. No, I remember I even checked up the like Sideman. I checked up every single one they had. All of them have like at least like 8, 9 million subscribers and know the Sideman group very well. So, but like Legends, so on, I don't know. I don't even think about that. Any opportunity, I would absolutely love. Let me see Twitter. Hey, yes, sir, Rivi. What are you gonna do? Like reincarnated or something? What's the caption gonna be? Can Algerians say the N word? I mean, I think every single person can say the N word and any other word in the world, obviously with its consequences. But if we're looking from the black perspective, no. I mean, there are black Algerians. Where I'm from, in the southern part, there are black Algerians. So I guess according to the BLM movement and the black African Americans, maybe 7% of the Algerian population are allowed to say the N word. PSG influences game. Ooh, I remember. I think they did that recently, right? I could be wrong, but I think I remember they did something like that and became quite big. I would love to be there, but I think it's mostly like French people and so on. People know French people. I don't know entirely. I mean, I don't care who says it and who doesn't say it. So I mean, if you want to say it, if you want to do what you want to do, do what you want to do. I don't really care. I genuinely hate that word. I genuinely hate that word, especially what it's become from what it went by. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll see, we'll see. But if it happens, it happens. It's not something I'm focusing on. Maybe when I was a little bit younger, I wanted it more. Mo, you'll have to train before the match. I'll have to be mentally focused. SSB. Football 10% is played with the feet and 90% with the head. I just have to be mentally ready for that game, with the potential pressure, with the potential social media interactions after the game, and so on. Has it arrived? Let me see. Oh, you're here to watch it? All right. I think one of the videos I think I can click on. All right, let's watch this. And you're saying montage. What? If you've edited it or something? Random, but do you reckon you're better than Chris MD at football? Oof. I mean, technically and so on, absolutely no. Athletically, which is becoming a huge thing in football, yeah. I mean, I think I'm athletically stronger. It's not just physical strength. Is the stamina, is the core, is the running power? Then no. And that is a big important thing in football. I don't know. Nah, you know what? Okay, he's better than me at football, but it's not that far off. Like from what country? I guess Brazilian. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. All right, let me share my screen here. No sound. All right, let's see how this goes. So this is me, my friend. This is my friend, and that's me in gold. Because so I've been being goalkeeper on like 7v7 goals, and now I'm trying to get used to 11 goals. Patient Henny Mohammed boxing match would be nice. Chevalier. Oh wait, what? No, I should have saved that, man. This is just the warm up in the beginning of the game. These types of games are desperate for goalkeeper. Yeah, but I don't want to be a goalkeeper, man. I like playing it for fun, but if I'm playing a game, oi, is that a big save? Cheeky save. Stinker in warm up is. Oh, okay, that was Fugazi that went in, but yeah, yeah, no, we don't count that, man. Way, look at the jump there, man. That's what I'm improving on. That's the biggest thing when you're playing in such a large goal, large frame, is the jump. Man, it looks so cool playing goalkeeper as well. By the way, this is Pintus, the Madrid staff. Do you think you're better than Onana? No, 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 no. Like when it comes to the goalkeeper position, there I'm calm. This is worse than Onana. But this is just warm up, so I'm waiting for the other clips. They're gonna arrive soon, and then he takes like more serious shots from distance. But I said when it comes to 11v11 goal, I need to make heavy improvement. And then I'm not that good at catching the ball either. Catching. Oh, that was a decent save. Okay, here we have some serious shots. Okay, this one has ended now. Let me see this one. Wait, what? Wait, let me download it. Better than Karius for sure. Did you watch Arsenal? They're not winning Champions League this season. No way. Yeah, I mean, I've called Arsenal a dark horse. I mean, they're going to be tough to beat, very tough to beat, but yeah. Still the same Arteta football. Out of ideas, no individual ability. Yalla pigeon. Oh yeah, I remember. I was really. You can't hear the audio, but I was really mad that I conceded this one. I don't know what I was doing. I got down to the floor, nice, and I tried saving with my right hand instead of left hand. So, yeah, I was just screaming in the video. Come on, man. At least one good save, man. We have one good save from this. Fuck, man. Like this. Okay, I tried there, man. That was it. Yeah, I need to improve the reach, man. Wait, okay. Finally, finally, one good save, man. Look at the shot. Look at the stretching there. That's Jan Sommer versus Yamal. So the issue is I need to be able to leap even until there if like someone shoots post in. We will be there. We'll be there. We'll start with the 7v7 goal though. Maybe later on towards the winter time. I don't think now. But maybe later. I'm not planning to get FIFA yet. Like now when it comes on and so on. No, I just punch instead. I just punch. Yes, sir. Yeah, but let's take a look at that save again, man. Great shot here. Oh, yo, that looks fucking stunning, man. I need to be able to do this more consistently. Because I've never recorded before when I've been goalkeeper recently, so I haven't seen it from like this angle. Hey, what happened? No. I want to see the save one more time. Where'd you go? Oh, Bob, man. Okay. Let's move on. Do we have another good one? And by the way, these ones I punched them on purpose so like he can get it back and shoot again. Okay, this is done. Should have maybe one more. Yeah, one more. FIFA streams are good. Pro clubs back. I said maybe we'll see. We'll see later on though. Sick just spawn here at FIFA. um. All right, this is the last video. Oh, that was a great shot, man. But that's the thing. Diving is such a difficult thing, man. Okay, another good save. Like those are the saves I'm good at. It's when I go down. I'm not. I need to improve on going up. That's my biggest weakness. And I'm a bit like Casillas, very quick feet. Ooh, do I have a good save? I mean, but I was way too much to that side there. Oh, this is a goal. Beautiful goal, but once again, like improving on the stretching. That's the biggest thing. Well, I go to. I mean, I just started going to the gym again. Last time I went to the gym was like 2 years ago. And back then, I used to go 5 to 6 times a week, and that's what I would be doing this time again. 5 to 6 times a week, 6 times a week, basically. Yo, what's up, bro? Oof, we'll be there, man. That's the solution. No, no, it's not that. It's the jump from the legs. What I'm good is when I jump just to the side, but jumping up, it's a bit scary just jumping, but it's a mental thing I just got to get over with. And when I do that, I might become the best goalkeeper of all time. The no look. Look at this dirtiness. All right, now it was a little bit of training, like going out from the. Ooh! Oh yeah, I remember. I think I injured my. No, it was another one, but I hurt myself. Look at the reflexes here. It looks a bit Down syndrome. I'm like running toward. Ooh! Look at this for Mbappe. Yo, huge job, man. Are for free? Yeah, yeah, yeah. When it comes to like pitches to play football, Sweden's 10 out of 10, man. 10 out of 10. You can find them everywhere. Yeah. Yo, but look at this stretch right here, man. Wait, can I slow it down? Yeah, let's go 0.25. Nah, I'm impressed by this. You have to pay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like they've locked the stadium. Look at that. Oh, yo. Runs out, stays firm. Ah, that's an insane save, man. We got two insane saves in this video. I just got to be more consistent with it. We might be able to make a goalkeeping comp. Yeah, Constgrass. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like fake. Like this is not. This is not like grass. This is plastic grass. But you can also find like grass stadiums for free. He's praying to Genghis there. And that ends it. All right, two elite saves. Two elite saves, honestly. Those are the two best saves I have on footage as well. That's for sure. Okay, thank you, thank you. Uh, are you saying as a goalkeeper? The thing is, I haven't played on a grass pitch to know if it hurts more. But I asked my friend, and he was like, "Yeah, for sure, it must definitely." It did hurt a bit. Like I hurt myself at the ribs to the side here, and then I injured my shoulder. But it's calm. You know, you get stronger from it. But yeah, that was thank. Shout out to Irmun. Shout out to Irmun in the chat, man. Thank you for these clips, man, and thanks for the training session as well. But yeah, hopefully I can give you guys more. Maybe an entire video compilation reacting to my best saves. That'd be insane. But yeah, trying to improve on goalkeeper, even though I'm really good at other positions. Really? Oh, you prefer turf? Okay. Yo, appreciate it, Toby. For the, you know what? I mean, we might as well. We don't have anything to do. I will show. Wait, actually, let me see if Ligue put out their predicted lineup. No, I will show you guys my comp. This is again, it's an old comp, but it's a comp of me playing football. Some people have already seen, obviously. Yes, sir, Fenio. Trust the process. Trust the process, man. But yeah, look, last year, Fenio, we won the Champions League bald. This time we're winning like this, baby. No. Rate Sweden out of 10. Solid 8. Solid 8. Mm, like materialistically, one of the best countries to live in the world, you know, the metro, the food, everything. But then the issue with Sweden, it peaked like in 2005, 2008, 2012. And since then, it just gotten worse. For example, you say free healthcare. Yes. I mean, it's free healthcare up until 18, I think, 20. Um, but like the queues to the healthcare is the worst in Europe. So I think Sweden from the outside looks much better than what it is from the inside. But I would still, you know, I can't complain. No, no. There you go, man. True. Um, After our last two international break games, grouped, grouped. But luckily, we have an Afcon in January and December. So my expectations of during the World Cup will come up now. Yeah, I mean, Ariel, when it comes to my hair, I don't have any plan at the moment. I mean, this wasn't even planned. So I'm just gonna be vibing. I don't really care. But look, this is a tip I can give you guys. Experiment with your hair. I mean, I don't shave my beard. I used to shave it. You can experiment with that too if you have one, obviously. But experiment. It's so fun. You get more confidence out of it. I mean, why not? Why not? Uh Again, this is what I mean by the outside thing. I mean, I don't think most people know that I think 35% of the Swedish population take medical drugs. And I don't know how high of a percentage are depressed. And I know, yes, you will say, well, why are they depressed? They have everything. But it's because some other stuff don't exist. You know, there's no family here. Most Swedes do not have a strong connection with their parents. When their parents get old, they put them in a home for elderly people instead of taking care of them. So when it comes to the materialistic life, the water, the food, the house, bomb, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, 9.5 out of 10. But when it comes to those other stuff, which are more important than materialistic stuff, it goes down. I have no prime. I am prime. But no, I don't consider myself to having any prime. I think everything is prime. Yes, I've heard the only thing that's haram is dyeing your hair black, and that comes from people their hair starts becoming gray when they got older and they paint it black, and that's forbidden or makruh. Thoughts on the Madrid penalty? I thought that was ridiculous. Dog Serena, someone needs to be banned or investigated. If it happened to us, I'd be pissed. I agree. Um, Let me actually look at the video again. Let's look at the video. Penalty, por favor, Real Madrid. Let's take a look at this pen. Yo, look at that back heel from Mbubis. Cheeky back heel. I mean, I think it's a handball, just an extremely unfortunate one. Uh, this one. This is Le Parisien. They're saying Kangili will start Psych, which is very surprising. But yeah, he's fit enough to start. Kvara on the bench as well. Yeah. A family who left Sweden and a friend that lives there. I heard lots of bad stuff like drugs, weed, crazy pushing of homosexuality, etc. I know how true it is. That no. I mean, Mo, I see the LGBTQ flag more times than I see the Swedish flag. And when it comes to criminality, I mean, Sweden is the capital of crime in Europe. I mean, they have a grenade explosion every single day. They have like a rape every I don't know every week or something. It has gone down, I think, since its peak in like 2019, 2020 or something. But no, Sweden is the capital of crime, not even per capita. Yo, appreciate it, Morad Hassanov. Hassanov, thanks so much, man. Huge shout out to Qarabag. I mean, I have to apologize. I predicted 4-0 to Benfica, but Qarabag, shout out to them. Doing that in Portugal as well, absolutely huge, man. Huge performance. And who knows, this might propel them with confidence to potentially make it out of the top four, man. Yeah, that's what they say. I'm still waiting for the Kip to drop their one. Yeah, true. But obviously, Kangili will be. The thing is, it all depends on Atalanta. Like, will Kangili invert and Hakimi be on the flank a bit more? That's what I would want more. Kangili being a bit more central, because then it can still work out as a right winger. Individuals, but still create a love. Exactly. Yeah, yeah. Facts. Yeah, yeah. 100% Baran. You had 3.65 XG. Marseille had 0.80. And that's with a red card. I know, only in the last like 10, 15 minutes. Yeah, Karabag won 3-2. I don't actually know. Ivan Juric? Is it Ivan Juric? Yeah, Ivan Juric. I think he was like in Torino or something before. Southampton, Roma, Torino, yeah. Genoa, Hellas Verona. He was the previous Southampton manager. Inshallah, man. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. I've been stuck at like 30K 800 for a while. Yeah, but it was like last 10 minutes, tired legs. I mean, let's hope for the best. 100%. But Luis Enrique's starting centre back partnership for now is Pacho Marquinhos. And both of them were rested on the weekend again. Yes, sir. That is true. But I think it's like just way worse, probably here. 100%, 100%. You just got to go through the growing pains, man. I'll be back in 1 second. He was. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, he's gonna be in the squad for tomorrow. Oh, you betted on Madrid? Oh, Marquinhos had an interview. Psych. It was predictable. Gavi. Wait, let me show this. Like, look at this. The evolution. Bald as well. Everything. Yeah, so surprising. Mm-mm. You see her? If you saw a difference there, it's because I had full lightning on when I did the watch along, and now because my brother is sleeping, I turned it down. Could be that, and then it's a different streaming place, so maybe that could affect it. Oh, just the bald head. Facts. Someone's cooked here. No, they're usually a team that gets stab padded against. Wow. Shout out to them. Yeah, it must be that. Yeah, in his groin area. I don't know why. Maybe someone kicked in there or something. Mm-mm. Only first half. Because like beforehand, my plan, Baran, was to start the stream even earlier. Watch Arsenal game, and then watch the Madrid game. I'm so happy I did not, man. I watched one half with my friend, and yeah, no. Then I went. I did some. I did my shorts, and then I started the Madrid stream. So I'm happy I didn't watch that game, man. Yeah, I think so. I know, man. They legit play like a mid-table team, Baran. I've never seen a top club with top players in the top competitions with top expectations play that way, man. Never seen it. It's not even comparable to Simeone ball because Simeone it's a bit more defensive, but then it's electric counterattacks, Baran. Like we remember electric counterattacks from Atletico Madrid. The players they had Carrasco, Griezmann, Diego Costa. Arsenal is just fucking ass, man. 3-0. Wait, do you guys do like this? Or do you do this when you say three? Do you hold this or do you hold this? Yeah, yeah, I mean, probably, yeah. Scored 2 goals. But I mean, that's exactly what I predicted. I predicted Arsenal to win 2-0 that game. I saw you use this goal though. Amazing. Amazing. Where should he go? I think Bayern should have pushed for him. I mean, Luis Diaz has been great for them, and he will be great. But I mean, yeah, I think that boat has gone away. Barca. I mean, again, Rafinia is similar age to Luis Diaz. They will still play at the top level for a while because Yildiz is not coming to play as a backup. Madrid. I mean, you have both Rodrigo and Vinny. You think you're selling both like this? Okay. Now, yeah, I do. I do this as well, but this seems more clean, I guess. What about Rodrigo? Yes, sir. Yeah, 1 second. Hmm. He can join us. Yo, we don't know. We don't want to be like Madrid having three left wingers, man. Oh, Liverpool. Liverpool would be a great one, yeah. The thing is, you also have Ekitike, and my plan was I think you will play Salah. No, actually, I saw this. If Salah leaves and you don't get a right winger, you could play with like a two striker, with like Isak Ekitike up top. You think Arne Slot would do that? Like a 4-3-1-2, like Madrid when they win their second Champions League in their three-peat under Zidane. That would cook. Verts, Isak Ekitike. And then you have Kirkis and Frimpong that can bomb up. Yeah, but like heavy left 10. So left cam. And it's a bit similar to Verts as well. Verts is a cam, but a bit lenient to the left. Could work. Could work. No. I mean, if he wants to try the back three, we can do that, but I don't think so, no. Mbappe, Ballon d'Or. No, Ballon d'Or, Mbappe. And then it just is fucking disgusting mentality, Baran. So it's the Ballon d'Or thing, and it's Mbappe. And Vinicius' reaction to it has been so bad because he has such a bad mentality. Yo, this tweet blew up. Half blew up, man. Penalty for Real Madrid. Death taxes in. You're a Barca fan, but I just can't prove it. Wow. Look at this. Paris Saint-Germain is still the only French club to have beaten Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. And we beat them at the Bernabeu, not even in our... When did we beat Madrid? Must have been like in the 90s. But I remember when we faced in the 90s, I thought we made a comeback. Yeah, they beat us at the Bernabeu, and then we made... Yeah, I mean... I just need Paris Saint-Germain to win tomorrow convincingly, and then we will vibe to that Barca-Newcastle game, man. That game was 2-2. Madrid were up 2-0, and we made like Madrid were better that game, and we made like a Madrid Fugazi comeback, man. 2 shots. I mean, it was a Varane mistake as well. Okay. There it is. There it is. And look at that. Our record. Yeah, our record against Madrid back in the day used to be so good. Look at that. 5 games, 4 games. We only lost 1. And look at this one. This is a gray one. So we faced in the quarterfinal of the UEFA Cup. Okay, that was too much. But as you can see, we faced each other in the quarterfinal. First game ends 3-1 at the Bernabeu. We make a remontada of fucking Madrid 4-1 at the Parc. And then this is the only victory at the Bernabeu. We beat you guys in the quarterfinal of the Europa Pokal der Pokalsieger. Intertoronto Cup, I think. I think Club World Cup, baby. Man, that was such a fake game, man. Such a humiliation ritual, man. Was it though? I think it was just hot, psych. So most people were white, no? Oh, Paris Saint-Germain. Paris Saint-Germain. But if you want the board in terms of no, Paris Saint-Germain. But again, if you want to say in terms of trophy, yeah, Madrid have the most trophies of all. Actually, it's Al Ahly, but in Europe, any tough competitions that we care about. Okay, the kings of the Champions League is Madrid. That Fugazi penalty awarding tournament, yeah, that's Madrid. Barca Newcastle. Again, I've dropped my hate watches. If Barca lose, I'm gonna troll Barca. But I'm there for a good Champions League game at St. James Park. I want to see if Barca potentially the same that happened to us last season happens to them. I heard that since 2023, Drew Morin. The thing is though, Mo, because I didn't watch the video, but I saw you uploaded the video like Ruben Amorim out or something. And the thing for me, I have to say is because I've said it before. If I was a United fan, I would I would potentially stop supporting the club. And it's not about the club being in a bad. It's just that your owners and the situation at the club. That's why you got to stick with Amorim. Because if you sack Amorim now, it's just gonna be this. Look, if you give Ten Hag more time, give Amorim a little bit more time, Bob. Like, how much is it his fault? Yeah, yeah. 50 UCL in history. Yeah, we'll probably have the Super League by then when someone comes close. Yes, sir. And Syke, I still haven't predicted. For me, my feeling for the Champions League final, it's either PSG Madrid or PSG Bayern. I don't know which one to pick, man. I picked Madrid 2 seasons ago. Picked Barca last season. Is it time for Bayern? I don't want to be wrong, man. Maybe we'll get a Bayern Madrid semi. It's sad, man. It's sad. Because I want United to be back. I want them to compete. We even though we haven't faced each other that many times, we faced each other recently 4 times in the UEFA Champions League and memorable games. Ooh, in the knockout stages, Chelsea. Number uno. We're gonna face Barca in the group stage, but I would love to face Barca in the knockout stage. Everyone fit, game that matters. I can do Liverpool part 2 from last season. We can do Liverpool again. Let's get Madrid again. I would like to humble City. Not humble City. I mean, then. Chelsea. Chelsea. Yeah. True, but in a final would still be special because then we can get revenge from the final. Okay, the first one. Amorim refused to change the system, but I mean, That's what he believes, would make you guys play the best football. That's, how his Sporting Lisbon side played, and they beat City and were really good. Plays the wrong position. I don't know about that. Christian plays mentality despite removing all the so-called. Okay, that is true. He didn't watch the penalty shootout versus Grimsby. No, no. Yeah, no, that quote was insane. Because even if it's true, even if he is suffering at such an extent, United fans who have been suffering for 15 years, he's more than that. You shouldn't say that. I'm not someone that is, PR and say politically correct stuff, but don't say that, man. You're just gonna anger all the fan base and get them against you, which you absolutely do not want. You've only won like 8 out of 30 something Premier League games. Don't say stupid stuff. Is Bayern versus PSG dragged out like City Liverpool versus Madrid? Oh, I like how you tagged in City at Liverpool. A bit, yeah. And it all started off from playing in the final. We obviously faced each other in the 17-18. Then there was a little bit of pause. Then we faced each other in 19-20. Then in 2021. Then in 22-23. Then in 23-24. No. No. Then in 24-25 twice. So, yeah. Yo, welcome, Junior.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm all right. Just finished the post game to the dog dread video.
Oh, yeah, a reaction video.
Oh my!
Wait, who are you supporting in the game?
For me, whatever happens. But if you ask, I think I would have rather seen Madrid lose than Marseille lose. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this, but Marseille for me got robbed. Different season, different coach, different format, different players, same dog grid. The wire transfers are the same. The fugaziness, it's all the same. But hey, some aspects, especially all the Marseille fans, because when we got the same thing, 2022, 2017, the Marseille fans, stop crying. You better not cry either. Why not? This is dog grid. This is what they do. But also, I think it's shameful. Imagine dog grid. To any dog drip fans in the chat, imagine needing 2 penalties to beat Marseille. 2 pens to beat Marseille is crazy. The same Marseille that PSG routinely, week in, week out, are putting belt to ass, smacking 3-0, 3-1, 3-4-0, needing 2 pens. And Booby needing 2 pens. The dictator needing 2 pens to beat them. Even Mbappe, he's realizing, playing with Madrid, playing in PSG, I remember it was what, he'd like fake, he's going to go. He's laughing all the time. And now he's getting pissed. He's saying, come on, this is the team I used to smack all the time. You know what? I've realized, these last couple of days, this Madrid game and Barca yesterday, for me, La Liga is not all that. All right, this gimmick, La Liga is not all that. What are you talking about? Valencia getting smacked by Barca 6-0. When they love to go and say, Liga, it's easy, Dembele, Doué, whatever, PSG, they play in Liga, these trophies don't count. I'm sorry. PSG are not week in, week out, slapping the living daylights out of Lens. We're not going in. The only times we're going in stat padding, doing stat pad sessions against what? Last year was against Saint-Etienne, and it was against Montpellier, 2 teams that get relegated. Barcelona, on last year alone, 5 times, scored more than 5 goals. This league's not serious. Marseille, 7th in Ligue 1. Are causing Madrid to need 2 pens to win. Yeah, and these myths.
So I was happy. I was like,
there's also
I was like, that's so disgusting, but Ale.
True. Listen, obviously, I'm also happy, and it's the history of Marseille. How can you tell me 2 times this year you're a man up and you concede and you lose? It's the history of Marseille. This club is not serious. You see, dare I say, as PSG fans, I think we need to be ashamed that Marseille are our rivals, right? At least Barca, it's Real Madrid. It's these. Our biggest rivals are Marseille. I need a rival that makes me feel something. Marseille are not serious. They are not a serious club. Voila. Marseille's biggest rivals, if they want Paris FC. But I started a rivalry with them. Leave us alone. They are not serious. Some aspect of me 2 times. They've played, what, 4 Ligue games and this Champions League game. That's 5. In those 2 games, on 2 occasions, they were a man up and they lost and they conceded. And they conceded beyond the 80th minute. This club is not serious.
I still think it's a bit unfortunate. Like I somewhat felt for Marseille. Like because they went to the Bernabeu, played a good game. I still think they should have been down by more. Like Madrid created so many chances, but the clinicality just wasn't there. Rulli made a couple of good saves. And then that second penalty, I still think it's a penalty when I look at all other penalties given. I mean, it's ball to hand and it's not the pivot hand, but it's such a like they need. Do you think they need to change the rules, or do you think it was not?
I think it needs to be something like because the rule was if it's in the natural, like his hand, it's not like before because people are trying to say all other times like it's not like Vinny shooting the ball's going on goal, and like him blocking with his hand is preventing him from going in. He slides, he gets the ball, and it's his other hand which makes contact, but there's nowhere else for that hand to go. That's the difference. Like you could. For me, that's the biggest thing I really don't get. Like, it's not intentional. It's in with it. It's not like his arm is way out here. It's near his side and it hits his hand. But why? It's Madrid. I don't know if the ref, they're holding his kids hostage or something. Like, wow, it is what it is. It is. I mean, it's Madrid. It's Madrid. It's Madrid. We thought last year I don't know, maybe Papa Perez, he was being investigated, so he had to lay low, with the wire transfers, but he's back to his old ways. He's back to his old ways.
Wow. I know. For me, just the handball rule. I guess it's so weird because what's the referee supposed to say?
Well, I guess you could say it's in because the thing is, there was then a whatchamacallit, who was it? Militao. There was a shot. It blocked his arm here, and he didn't give the handball. And his thing was like, and that one you could argue, okay, that one the shot is going on goal. And you could argue if his hand is not there, it's potentially a shot on target. You don't know what happens. Whereas this one, he makes the initial challenge. The ball's going the other way, and it hits his hands on the ball going in the other way. It's not like there's a Madrid player right there who's getting ready to take the ball. So, as in, if we're gonna start going and giving pens like that, then at that point, like somebody can go and purposely go and like flick the ball to your hand, and you give the penalty.
Yeah, they can. So it's more than you think that like the penalty rule, the handball rule should be changed. Maybe?
I think it needs to be reevaluated, changed because like I guess yes you can say his arm is like it's not close to his body. Wow, yeah, we're the game's gone. The game's gone.
Because it's hard for the defender. I mean, he's focusing on tackling the ball. He's not, and then the hands they follow the body.
Yeah,
he's not pushing it out on purpose to get an advantage or something. He's slide tackling. He's going for the ball and then deflect. So do you think if we were playing a team in the USA, would we?
This is never given as if this is not.
Is
Madrid.
This just a Madrid?
This is a Madrid. I mean, listen, this club needs to be investigated. Recently I go on and said people ask you, Junior, why do you hate Madrid? Even though I think the fans are bad or not, but it's stuff like this. It's disgusting stuff like this that goes. It's stuff like this, and then afterwards, you look a couple of years ago, the Bayern one, freakishly, that didn't give him as a pen. And you go and you look back, like, obviously now the Barca fans are going to be incensed. Like, the times where Valverde's, his leading hand is on the ground, yes, but it hits his hand, that's a penalty. The Chouameni one before, those are given as pens, but this is not. It's like, it's Madrid, it's Madrid. You just, yeah. But for me, the biggest thing though it has to be embarrassing. You need a Fugazi penalty to beat Marseille.
Yeah, they ain't winning UCL this season.
Yeah. And I just think it just goes to show for me that this whole La Liga thing, because I would say okay, respect La Liga. Now I go and see. I don't think there's a massive gap. Well, I mean, I don't think there's a massive gap or that big of a gap between Liga and La Liga. Like,
Liga's clearly.
Like, Lens last year finished what? I think they finished 10th, so mid-table, and Valencia finished 12th, so mid-table, and they have 20 teams. If seeing the way Lens played against PSG and Valencia played against Barca, Lens absolutely smacked the living daylights out of Valencia. Smack them. Smack them. Defend like I'm not even with this gimmick. You know, people like to say, oh, you know, Ligue 1 tax. So Mbappe scored 40. Oh yeah, Ligue 1 tax. It is harder to score a goal in Ligue 1 than La Liga. La Liga has no defending. They're back in the
No, I agree.
1930s. Why not? Just 7 attack, no defensive structure, no solidity, nothing. So the next time somebody comes and tells me, oh, Yamal, I'm saying he plays in La Liga. That's not serious. Look, Mbappe, his first year where he started the league off slow, had one of his worst leagues, right? Gets his highest ever tally in the league. Beating what I think his highest goals was in 18-19 with PSG where he scored 33. But bar that,
Yep.
first year, one of his worst years as a professional, goes stat pads, 31 goals, Puccici Award, wins a European Golden Shoe. He never won that at PSG in a so-called weaker league. You go and you see, especially the Barca fans, let's take their Messi, the GOAT, right? His last year at Barca, 30 goals, 11 assists in the league. Comes to PSG, 6 goals, 15 assists. You'll go and say, oh, you know, needs to adapt. Okay, second year, a better year, 16 and 16. Still not reaching the heights of before. And unless you're going to go and say, oh, Messi like fell off a cliff in between then, he won a Ballon d'Or afterwards. So yeah, no. I'm ending this gimmick. All the Prem-Tars, the La Liga fans, it's done.
Oh, look, it's only ignorant people who look at league, and I think the only league you can look in a superior way is the Premier League, just because of the amount of money that they're mid-table. I mean, a relegation battling club can get a top 4 player from a European top 5 league.
Yeah.
So I don't think that league comes close. But I do think La Liga is beneath Liga. I think the overall average quality. I watch Barca games against mid-table clubs and relegation clubs. I watch Real the same, and either you say it's even or slightly Liga better.
Yeah, I think I would say it's even. I go and I see I don't think there's these especially the Real Madrid. They say, oh, but you like Getafe. Okay, when not come and play at the park, the disgusting terrorism, Handball, same thing. We suffer with the same thing. And the thing with me is the thing I find, because I've been on TikTok going and debating. They like to say, oh, in Ligue 1. I remember people were mocking the fact that, oh, João Neves is able to score 2 bicycle kicks in Ligue 1, and they say, oh, look at this league is so unserious. And I'm like, buddy, if that's how we're gonna play, that's fine. Lewandowski came on in the 68th minute for Barca. 20 minutes later, this guy's on a hat trick. He's on a hat trick. Buddy, I cannot take this. If we're gonna go and say that you want to play that gimmick, let's play that gimmick. La Liga is not serious. How do you tell me 3 players come on are all on a hat trick by the end of the game? The Fermin Lopez, bang. No. And this gimmick. You can tell me you have Getafe, you have this, you have that. What we got Nantes, we've got Auxerre who go park the bus and do the exact same thing. The reason you undermine other leagues is because you win the league every season. Okay, that happens. Same thing happens in the Prem. People are going to undermine them. I mean, there was a period I remember from 2000. You could say 8 all the way to
Barca won 8.
Won 8 out of how many? Stop this gimmick. And actually, funnily enough, so I did the calculations last year. So the 2019-2020 season, all the way to the 2023-2024 season. So those 5 seasons, if you go and you look at it, actually, the La Liga champions, so the team that won La Liga, got a higher percentage of points. So they were winning games. They were being more dominant in their league. So that is to say that PSG are actually far more likely to go and drop points against, an Auxerre, a mid-table team, than, a Barca is against a Getafe, so on and so forth. This thing it's a gimmick. When you go and you look at it, La Liga, Barcelona and Real Madrid are more dominant in La Liga than PSG are in Ligue 1. Yet, but PSG's a farm, so on and so forth. And stuff. You go and you look at it, last year, I think PSG, it was only twice that we scored more than 5 goals in a game. 5 or more goals in the game. I think we did against Saint-Etienne, we did against Montpellier. I think that was it. Barcelona last year, 7-1 Valencia, 7-0 Vallecano, 5-1. This stuff, constant. Yeah, nah. I'm done, man. That's why I say, at this point, you know what? Just give me flipping Barca. Give me Barca. We don't even know where it is. Right? These guys are homeless, whether it's at the Montjuic, whether it's at the Camp Nou with rats and rat infested Camp Nou, or whether it's at their little 6,000 seaters. To give me Barca, just give me. Oh, we need to end some agendas here. We need to end some agendas, man.
Now look, on Monday, you will have a stream, a fat ass stream. Celebrate, enjoy
Suit
the tears
and tie,
of Mumbai.
suit and tie,
Suit
and
and tie.
everything. Did you hear? I'm sure I know. I think you heard I saw your video what Luis Campos had to say about the Ballon d'Or. The whole thing of if Dembele was named, Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi, they'd won the Ballon d'Or.
100%. I even saw a picture. I think I have it on my phone. Okay, I didn't save it, but it was like the Ballon d'Or. Oh yeah, here. So I don't know if you can see, but it's the Ballon d'Or percentage. Oh, it actually hides Demboo's for some reason. Oh, because it's in green. Demboo's had 71%, and then you can see Yamal 25. These were just bookmakers, but now if you look at bookmakers, it's much tight. And this was made straight after we won the UCL. What has Yamal done since then? Why? And that's the best description of saying Yamal's Ballon d'Or push, majority of it is PR.
It's PR. It's the PR d'Or. Oh my goodness. It's the PR d'Or. Like,
because to win a Ballon d'Or, it's about what you do on the pitch. But Yamal is so famous. Yamal is so trending. Everyone wants to talk about Yamal. Everyone wants to see Yamal. La la la. He's 18. He's this. He gets more hype. It's like I score a tap in. I score a 5-yard tap in. You score a 5-yard tap in. But you're 18 and have a blonde hair. Or maybe I'm the 18-year-old and have blonde hair. And that just gets hyped way more. So no, we need to end this, please.
Yeah.
Monday cannot come earlier.
Yeah, it needs to come. It needs to come. It needs to come. Oh. We're gonna have to have a moment of silence for the most disgusting push for a Ballon d'Or I've ever seen in my life.
Okay, 7 GA this season. Nobody cares. He's like against Mallorca, Levante, Turkey.
And wait.
That is not Ballon d'Or thingy. And then
what do you say? And beat Ousmane Dembele in Nations League. So what? The Nations League is now what the Nations League's big. So when Ronaldo when Benzema won it in 2022, did people say, "Oh, Benzema deserves the Ballon d'Or because of the Nations League"? You said no. It's a cardboard trophy. It doesn't count. And this is why we need to cut out the hypocrisy. We were all here. Remember last year? What were the Barca fans saying with Vinny? Oh, how can Vinny win the Ballon d'Or? 15 league goals. 15 league goals is not enough to win the Ballon d'Or. This, that, and the other. What the heck? All of a sudden now, ¿y qué fue? 9 league goals is enough. All of a sudden now they're saying, oh, but Ronaldinho won the Ballon d'Or with 9 league goals. Figo won it with 5 non-penalty goals conveniently. But when it was Vinny last year, nothing. And what did they say? They said, why does they said, why does Rodri deserve it over Vinny? Oh, they said, but no, he won the Euros. He won the Euros. That's why. So on and so forth. But then all of a sudden now they're saying, no. If you're winning the chain, it shouldn't go to the best team, the best player on the best team. It shouldn't be based on trophies. It should be based on individual ability and star factor. And wow, so you're gonna seriously go and tell me that last year you saw that Rodrigo eye test gimmick and whatnot was better than Vinny? Is that what we've come to? This is what Barca fans, Chameleon FC, double standards FC. We change our tune FC. But yeah, that needs to come quickly, and then that game against Barca. Honestly, at this point, apparently now it's at the Montjuic. I mean, it's changing every day, seemingly.
Yeah, we'll see when it gets decided, but maybe not Camp Nou then.
Yeah.
And the issue is, from what I've heard, is they have to use the same stadium at least for the rest of the group stage. So maybe they will start using Camp Nou all the way until the knockout stages start.
Yeah, and then the issue though is that because apparently they tried to they said that they're going to use their VIP seating from the Camp Nou in their books and whatnot to count. But I mean, if they're not going to play, we need to Barcelona. This club is not competent. Playing in, having to play your. I think I remember I was reading when I was on watching their game against Valencia. apparently, even according to La Liga rules, like the capacity of the stadium was too small. They made an exception for Barca. They can't have a game in a like stadium not small. Technically, they made an exception for Barca. So like even with all these exceptions, all the this, lever that, and yes, you could argue that Tebas hasn't made it easy for them, and that he's I think he's being way too restrictive on La Liga. But still, like it's only at Barca you go and see this. Dang. Yeah. Funnily enough, though, I mean, it's unfortunate though. We won't be able to see Yamal on Thursday.
Oh, you went to see him? No,
Oh,
no,
wow.
no. I swear the sports has been so beautiful without Yamal. Genuinely, without Yamal, it feels like a different sport in an amazing way. I watched Barca versus Valencia, enjoyable game. It was an efficient Barcelona. That's why they won 6-0. It was efficient. It wasn't Yamal attempting 10 shots and 20 dribbles and maybe getting one fluke assist.
And Mo, remember the gimmick that they tried to play? Oh, when we beat Atletico Madrid, they said, "Oh, you see, it's not that Dembele's that it's just that PSG's a really, really good team. It's the team around him. Yamal carries Barca. Okay. You get it. What about now? I said we didn't beat them 6-0. It was 4-0 for us. Now what? Yeah.
The main issue with the entire narrative that Barca fans created when it comes to Yamal is this. Yamal basically played every single game for Barca last season in the league, apart from one period when he was injured.
Mm-hmm.
La Liga. So this was the period he was injured. And this was, towards December when Barca started dropping a lot of points.
Mm-hmm.
And the funny thing is, they lost games with Yamal and they lost games without Yamal in this period, which means Yamal wasn't the issue. Obviously, Yamal is one of their best players. Obviously, that's going to impact them. But the main issue why they were dropping points in this area was because Barca were dropping points because Barca was not good enough.
Yeah,
but they created the entire
gimmick that
narrative.
Yeah, the 4 games without Yamal, we never
become
won.
a championship side. La la la. Because I remember I had the debate: who is more influential, Dembele to PSG or Yamal to Barca? It's Dembele, especially if we look at the Champions League last season. You take out Dembele, there's no goal versus Liverpool, there's no goal versus Arsenal, which was the two most important goals in our thingy. If you remove all of Yamal GA, Barca's UCL run looks exactly the same.
Mm-hmm.
They lose to Inter in the semifinal. So,
yeah, and I mean, if they want to go and use that gimmick, then let's okay with PSG. Then I think it was last year until we lost that game. It was like I think Fabian Ruiz holds the record for the longest unbeaten run for a PSG player in the league. Right, so we're gonna say what Fabian Ruiz is more important to PSG in the league than Dembele. Is that what we're gonna start saying? Like, yeah,
that's crazy. Did you see that Neil dude on Twitter?
Yes. Oh my goodness,
that was so embarrassing.
But apparently
that Neil dude is so embarrassing. Man.
Now though, there's apparently an Athletic article trying to go and say apparently what he said was true. Like, listen, the thing is, and Barca fans were eating it up. Like, there's so many inconsistencies. Number one, he's a Barca fan. Two, the timing of the video. Or of the tweet. Why are you bringing this up now? If you go in the tweet, he said, I was recently approached. Okay, recently when? Like a month ago? A couple days ago? Because if it was a couple days ago, then that PR agency is ridiculous because the Ballon d'Or voting ended like not too like a week or so ago. So there's no point. If it was true that he got contacted, when the names came out and whatnot a month ago and whatnot, then why is it only now that you're going and bringing it out? That's one. Number two, if you're going to go and you're able to go put this company on blast and everything, say who it is. He blacked out or erased, who it actually was from. There's no name. We don't know who sent it. We didn't put the email. He could have gone and sent it. It's not like, he's divulging, private information. The timing is suspect. Yeah. And also, if you go and you think from this PR without, without being, disrespectful and whatnot, Neil, I think he's got, 150K followers on Twitter. With all due respect, is it your 150K followers is going to put a massive sway on Ballon d'Or voting and on the voters in all the 100 countries? I'm not sure. And on top, typically with these PR companies, what they'll do, they'll ask multiple creators to go and do so. Why is it that no other creator went and said that they got the exact same thing? Like, listen, I'm not necessarily saying that, he made it up or conjured it up or anything, but it seems extremely suspect for him to be coming out all of a sudden, all now, to go and, discredit it. Not to mention that he's got a lot to gain from it. I think that his initial thing got like 4.8 million impressions. That's money that he's making from that vote. And it's come from a Barca fan. So it's going to go and discredit Dembele's push as well.
Yeah. Well, they also, the funny thing is, when it comes to sponsorships, they pay money.
Mm-hmm.
They pay money for you to advertise. And we know that Dembele, we know Yamal, we know Salah, we know Rafinia. All of these have agencies that are pushing people to promote X player for the Ballon d'Or and so on. The person that wanted to pay, and if Neil has 170k followers, if he's gonna do a sponsor, it would cost a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
So you're telling me someone went to a Barca fan to sponsor about Dembele? It was the funniest thing ever. And the funniest thing is, everyone cooked him for it, and then he's still like a fucking disgusting, filthy ass dog. Oh no! Oh, look at this athletic made. I was right all along.
I said my thing. I think his thing is cowardice. Okay, if you're gonna say I was contacted, who was it? Let us go and contact them and say, who was it? What's the name of the company? Why are you putting this? Why are you making it anonymous? Right? If I was contacted by, some company to push for Lamine Yamal, I would go and say, here's a company, here's when I was contacted, and whatnot. I wouldn't go and say, oh, I'm blacking him out for what? It's not like they can go and sue you, especially unless he accepted the thing and whatnot, and then is now trying to, backtrack. So if you didn't accept anything, you have an internal contract, you can go and say, I was contacted by so-and-so company, and this is what they said. Why is he being so secretive about it? We don't know what email it was sent from, who it was. It's all secret. And the thing is, these Westmen, they actually went and believed it. It's all an excuse because then, if Dembele, when Dembele goes and wins it, but it's the thing. And even if let's say all that is true, how can they exactly link it to Dembele? Or PSG or whoever they want to go and link it to.
No. It's so sad. It's so sad. And for me, that has been the most irritating thing from the Ballon d'Or thingy. Barca fans, it's not just they want Yamal to win, which means they don't want Dembele to win. It's also that they hate Dembele.
Yeah.
Which makes majority of the stuff Barca fans say completely disingenuous.
Exactly.
For us, yes, we dislike Yamal and can have our opinions. But when I talk about Lamine Yamal for the Ballon d'Or, I'm completely fair. They're never fair. They're making up anti-Dembu stuff, this, Yamal, this, lying as well. So many lies from the Yamal fan base, which I barely see any from the Dembele. Why? Because we're propping Ousmane Dembele for the season he's had, whilst they just want Yamal to win it. Even though it's undeserved, they just want Yamal to win it.
Yeah. Even when you go and you look at how they've treated Rafinia over, because the thing is of what you can say about, even though listen, I hate Madrid, but at the very least last year you can't say, and you could potentially argue that it was at their own peril, but when they were pushing for their candidates, they pushed them all equally. They weren't making anti-propaganda campaigns for their players. Now all of a sudden Barca fans were saying, oh no, Rafinha didn't deserve it. The only reason he got all that is because he's a tap-in merchant, he's a GA merchant, he's a long ball merchant. That's all this, that, and the other. He's only as good as he was because of Lamine Yamal. And then when you bring up the things like, oh, Lamine Yamal is the creator, so on and so forth, and you bring up the fact that, oh, well, actually, if you go and you look at it in all competitions, Rafinha had more chances created. He had more big chances created compared to Lamine Yamal. Oh, all of a sudden now these stats are fugazi. They don't actually count. This, that, and the other. This is the most disgusting push for a Ballon d'Or I have ever seen. And I've said it, if Lamine Yamal wins the Ballon d'Or, Neymar has every single right to go from Sao Paulo, Brazil, get on his private jet, fly to Paris, go to the office of France Football, hammer on that door and say, give me my Ballon d'Or. If we're going and saying it, oh, this Ike Fue, this, dribble, shimmy, FC, drop the shoulder FC, 14 dribbles against Inter FC, give him the Ballon d'Or for that, then Neymar should have won the Ballon d'Or in 2015-16. It's dumb, man. Yeah, most ridiculous thing out there, man. I used to never understand how people how Madrid fans specifically, how they could hate Messi. I'm like, Messi, he's a chill guy, doesn't really talk much, so on and so. But then I'm like, okay, if this is the way Barca fans were glazing Messi week in, week out, making him seem like God, I'm like, okay, I could understand it. Like, where with this Lamine Yamal does anything. Remember the thing is like he was one with Neymar and whatnot. He said like thank you to like a waiter and whatnot. Fabrizio Romano's post. I'm like, bro, what is like 4-3-3, like all of this stuff. Like if they want to come and tell us about Dembele's PR campaign, 4-3-3 is commenting saying Lamine Yamal said thank you, obrigado to a waiter. What class? Oh my goodness, so humble. What? Oh, yeah. It's ridiculous, man. But yeah.
JP, he's already joined PSG, but he's with our Espoir team. Our Espoir team, I think, is the under 23 team. So it's basically like a reserve team. He's there, he's training, or it could be the under 19. I'm not entirely sure. But he's playing there. And when he shows enough good level, he will start training with the main group. But I think we signed him on a loan with an option to buy. So he's a PSG player at the moment, just not training with the top players. Maybe potentially could be available for the squad with but Kangili and Kvara are set to be back. What do you say?
Yeah. What do you think this is going to be the squad then for tomorrow then?
I mean, this is the predicted one that came out, and so we know the goalkeeper, we know the defense, we know the midfield, we know Barcola Gonzalo, and they're saying Kangili.
Okay.
Seems to be fit enough, and Kvara to be in the squad as well. Beraldo only like 1 week out as well. All of those 3 injuries weren't that bad. Yeah, all of them were good.
Okay.
But I don't know if Kangili will start. I don't know how fit he is. In my predicted lineup, I put Warren as a makeshift right wing that goes inside, and then Hakimi pushes up. And we basically play with a 4-man midfield because of the lack in attackers.
Mm-hmm.
Another predicted lineup had Mbaye.
Yeah,
so it could be Mbaye.
I would have thought. I think based on his last performance, I'm not sure if he's Champions League ready yet. At least, yeah. To start, yeah.
That's why I didn't go for him. But obviously, he's the true winger profile that we have. Give us that pace, that 1v1 ability. So it's the thing for me is this game is easier than it should have been because Atalanta are missing Lookman, not due to injury, but because they're mad at him. Because he tried to push out from the club last season to Inter, a rival in Serie A. So it's like he's in the loft. And then Ederson, yeah.
Dang,
and then I think he's actually back training with the squad, but he's not being picked up for the games. And then Ederson, if you know him, the Brazilian midfielder, he's injured. And then Scamacca is injured as well. So that's basically their 3 best players, 3 best attackers, apart from De Ketelaere. But they have a good defense. Calvini, I didn't know that Casuna would play. Then Carnesci, the goalkeeper, is good. And they usually play offensive, more attacking, minded fullback. Yes, it's a 5 at the back, but it's more of an offensive 5 at the back. So, like Xabi Alonso's with Frimpong and Grimaldo. So, I think it'll be a good game.
Fair enough.
I think it will be our midfield will cook this game, and then the fullbacks as well. But I hope Barcola can have that kind of a game, so we can push him against Yamal. Maybe.
We need Neymar 2016. Neymar 2016. Ooh. Nah, well, I don't know. Maybe for me, Barcola is potentially of some of the big players, so on and so forth. I think he's probably one of the, if not the most underrated player.
Yeah, with Fabian Redondo Ruiziano.
Yeah, Senor Fabian Redondo Ruiz. Because people going. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's what you were gonna say. I was just gonna say the same. I think the biggest thing is people don't watch PSG Junior. They watch us in the big games in the UCL. And last season during the knockout stages, Barcola was used as a rotation, more off the bench and so on. So they think he's not good enough or something. But it's because Due and Kvara are that good that Barcola can't start. It's not because Barcola is bad.
Yeah.
But no, I think he will step up this season. And that's what I like about Barcola. He, like last season, you remember he started off the season well, then dropped off towards November, December. And then Due came into form and Kvara was signed. Everyone was like, yo, this is the end for Barcola. He has the most assists in 2025. He has 25 GA in 2025. So
Mhm.
that's what I love about Barcola, his mentality. He's so humble. Like Barcola might be one of, like, as a person, he's just like a younger Dembuz, man. No, probably more mature than young Dembuz as well. Like he's so mature,
True,
he's
true,
so
yeah,
humble, he's so likable. Even non PSG fans, like I've
yeah.
never seen someone say anything bad about Barcola.
He's just does his thing in his corner and whatnot. Like for me, Barcola and Due, that pairing, they needs to stay at PSG for as long as
Oh, for sure,
possible.
for sure. And
Oh
even when he scored those bangers, like his celebration was like ice cold. He was like,
yeah. Oh, his nonchalant gimmick as well.
mm.
Oh, speaking of which, then
So, mhm.
have you
Yeah,
like
yeah.
there was some or rumors and whatnot of clubs positioning themselves on Michael Olise. What are your thoughts on Michael Olise PSG next summer?
I would love it, man. We are looking for a left-footed right winger. The only issue is it looks like we might go for Achiliosh in January, or at least push
Mm.
for it. And if we sign Achiliosh, I don't see
Yeah,
us
then
signing
we
Olise,
can't
maybe
get him
at
this one.
least now. But I would absolutely love Olise at Paris Saint-Germain. Left-footed right winger, French. You could basically play like a duo false nine, Olise Barcola.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe you play like Olise more as a 10 or Due more as a 10, and then you play Dembuz. Like,
I mean, there'd be a lot of combinations there available.
The only the only issue is like it would be very hard to take him out of Bayern. The issue is Bayern are doing so many stupid decisions, even though they've started off the season really well. Think about it. Kane, I've heard that he wants to go back to the Prem next summer. He has a clause in his contract to go back to the Prem. He
Oh,
probably wants that
really?
top scorer record now that he's seeing Salah closing in on it. And then Upamecano, 1 year left on his contract, negotiations not going well at all. PSG monitoring his situation. So you already have Opa and Kane might leave, two of their best players. Musiala, who recently extended, put a release clause.
Hmm.
There's one dude on Twitter who said Olise has a release clause. Again, it's not reliable. It's not being backed by any journalist. But Herbal, the sporting director, is extremely stupid. And if Kane has a release clause and Musiala has a release clause, it makes sense that he also has a release clause. So that's for me that opens up the potential chance of him potentially leaving is Bayern. Like just they're bored and everything. They've done so many stupid decisions. Maybe that could lead. We'll obviously be with Liverpool because they want to replace Salah with him. But I
Yeah,
think Olise would pick us every single day over Liverpool.
yeah. I'm saying here, Moen Jr. What striker do you think we sign next summer? Uh, if Floa leaves. Oh, I mean, I'm assuming this is from a Barca perspective. I think there's the one obvious one is Alvarez. Julian
Yeah.
Alvarez. I think he's obvious. The only issue with Bar is like, will you guys have the money? That's the only issue. Is like, will Barca have the money then? Because I mean, we're talking about like, even though last year having winning all the trophies, semifinals of the Champions League, we're still thinking like you guys are still barely needing to get what Marcus Rashford on loan, Juan Garcia, okay, yes, but wasn't crazy, and that's it. And needing to let Inigo leave, potentially selling Fermin. That's the other thing. Like, because if you're Atleti, how much did Atleti pay from City? Wasn't it like 60, 70 mil?
Now plus close to like 90, I think.
Yeah. So as in Atleti are not gonna let Alvarez go to a direct rival for minimum, and you would argue he's gotten better since then. Can Barca splash over 100 mil on a player right
Yeah,
now?
he was okay. No, 75 he was.
So
Probably
70,
some bonuses as well.
so yeah, like 75. Barca cannot splash 80, 85, 90 mil on a player right now.
No, I mean, even if you look at their last transfer windows, last summer transfer window, Juan Garcia, 25 million, peanuts. S- s- Summer before, it was just Olmo, right?
Almost 60 mil, yeah.
60M release
Sharp.
clause. And then the summer before, what was it? Joao Felix loan, Joao Cancelo loan, Romeo.
Oh yeah.
The, the thing with Barca is they have money or they're generating money. It's just that a large percentage of that money is going off to pay off the debt. because they
Yeah.
still have insane amount of depth. It's a bit similar with Madrid. That's why we don't see Madrid spending as much as they previously did, even though they spent a lot last summer. Because I always hear about Barca. Oh, they finally reached the 101
It's a
rule.
1-to-1.
But then I hear, no, they need to sell the seats at Laporta's bathroom
But
to afford it. So I don't even know if they're 101 rule. They still have issues with the Camp Nou. They had registrations problem with Rooney Bardghji. It took them like, I
yeah,
don't know, 2 months to register him.
yeah. I mean, you could say on the pitch, they're doing their job and whatnot, but off the pitch, they're incompetent. Right? You got to go and call a spade a spade. They're an incompetent club. As in, even the way that they're handling Camp Nou. Apparently, because I remember they were meant to play the second El Clasico at the Camp Nou. That was that's what I remember the timeline being. Then they got pushed back. Then they was going to play the Juan Gamper game there. They said they made even a social media post and whatnot. That got pushed back. Now it will be there for the first game of the season. Had to play the first 3 games away from home. Then played their first home game in a 6,000. Like, bro. Like, even from what I hear right now, it's that apparently they'll get back to the Camp Nou. They're going to continue construction on it. And when they finish, towards the end, they're going to have to leave it again, play at the Montjuic, because then they have to put the roof on and whatnot. Like, might as well just keep playing at the Montjuic until everything is done at the Camp Nou. I think that should be the idea here.
Yeah, it's the planning that has been so bad. Like, they say it's done, they say this, and then it's like the complete opposite or something.
Yeah.
Because I remember I was trolling Barca boy about it last year. He said, like, yeah, we're gonna play El Clasico. And I was like, I don't know, man. I've seen all. He was like, no. And then I talked with him recently, and he was like, yeah, I still don't know.
Yeah,
it should be done, but I don't know.
But in fairness, though, I listened to you the thing with Barca boy, and in fairness, he was very like reasonable, like reasonable Barca fan, saying that like he's saying that honestly, you could say if you look at Barca thus far, they've at best stagnated compared to last year, and realistically, or if anything, slightly regressed. Like, sure, you got a better keeper, yes. You went and you got Marcus Rashford, yes. You needed somebody there, but then you lost your best defender.
Yeah, Inigo Martinez, who was huge in even helping Kubarsi look better. Leva, I think, I know Leva scored the brace in his recent game, but I do think Leva will drop off a little bit from last season, just, getting older and so on. And then I think, teams have started to finding out Barca.
Yeah.
Especially with their high line, how they play in La Liga. That's one big thing for Lucho. That's why if you saw the reports about PSG potentially playing 5 at the back, the report mentioned that it's because Luis Enrique always wants to be one step ahead of the opponent.
Yeah, always
he wants us to be unpredictable. Like maybe in the Club World Cup final, we were predictable. Maybe it was easy for Maresca to find the gaps and holes in our team and exploit it. So you always gotta innovate. It's like Pep City. Pep City in his first season and this season, it's completely different football.
Yeah.
Because you always gotta like evolve and so on. And I feel like Barca with their high line needs to evolve it or change it or sit back a little bit deeper or something.
I don't even think it's necessary. I don't even think it's the high line. I think it's their offside trap. Like I think because PSG play with a high. A lot of clubs play with a high line. You could argue Barca's even higher, but for me, it's the offside trap. Like, yes, I think the offside trap works when you're like trying to like catch out an opponent, maybe a couple games, but when you play it constantly, and the Barca fans are going to go say, obviously, like, oh yeah, but we caught the teams offside the most amount of times. It's like true, but the issue is, it's like sometimes in football, it's high risk, and obviously for high reward, you say that, oh, but then it means we can win the ball higher up, but it's also the issue is, it's like, okay, yes, you might catch them offside 7 times in the game, but the 2-3 times you don't, they're through on goal. That's a big chance.
Yeah.
Like you can catch them off 7 times, and then the 2 times they're not. They score a goal. So has it really worked? Whereas, like, let's say you don't play such a suicidal, offside trap. You drop a bit further back, and you don't try to play them offside. Sure, maybe you won't win the ball up high enough, but it's like, okay, you won't win the ball as quick. That's it. That's the only downside. Whereas the downside for playing the offside trap is you're basically vulnerable at all times. Like I remember specifically the Rio game. Like the amount of times, even the Inter game that I remember, there was a midfielder is like 10 yards away from halfway, and they're on, and the defenders are on halfway. All it is
Yeah.
one decent ball, and they're through. Like even if you go and you specifically look at like their tie against Inter, you could argue that okay, obviously in the first game they scored it was 3-3. So the first goal, comes off a slip and whatnot, and then obviously they score 2 goals from corners. But the Mkhitaryan goal, that's what his toenail is offside. If he's wearing half a size down, he's onside. That was lucky. In the return leg, if you look at the first goal that they conceded when I think Dani Almo loses the ball and they go on, if you go and you look, Kubarsi tries to like hop and try to play the offside line, doesn't work, and then they're through, they score. The second goal again, it was Inigo Martinez tried to do his thing, hold the line, doesn't work.
Yeah.
They go penalty, they go. Like it's just constant times where those 2 goals basically you could argue cost them their final. So yes, they win the ball higher up, but the offside trap for me is what does it. And I think it's naive for him because even you could go like Hansi Flick, you could argue that he played that because I remember when we played Bayern in the final in 2020, a lot of the talking points was like, oh, is Hansi Flick gonna be daring to go with Mbappe, with Neymar? He's gonna play that high line. I think he played the high line. I don't think he played the offside trap nearly as aggressively as with Barca. But also, then you go and you look at the following season, it didn't work nearly as well for him. I think it's a thing that it can work for a season, but then afterwards, teams are like, okay, I know this team plays with this extremely aggressive offside trap. All I do, time my runs, and even not, it's like I just think it's too high risk, high reward.
No, I agree. It's like they focus too much on attack instead of defense. And that's what I like about Lucho. Lucho always looks at the entire cake. He wants us to be the best defensive team in the world, the best offensive team, and just overall control the games as much as possible. Like against Arsenal, we didn't even create that much. We've played better games, like the game at the Emirates, but we had control of the game. Apart from obviously the 2 chances, the Trossard and Martinelli chances. But majority of the game, I wasn't scared, nothing. When you watch a Barca game, you're either like, oh my God, come on, let's score. Or you're like, oh my God, fuck.
Yeah.
They're cutting through us. Like
Like
they conceded 12 big chances in their first 3 La Liga games.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I watched their recent game. I mean, Valencia were completely terrible. But Phil, he said maybe Flick has adjusted a little bit. So we'll have to wait and see for that. I mean, they're going to be playing Newcastle soon. Are you going to watch that?
100%. 100%.
What are you predicting? Because for me, it's like either a tight Barca victory, like 5-4 Benfica away kind of performance, where they concede a lot of goals, but they manage to come back. Barca are very good at that. Or a 3-1 Newcastle.
Oh, okay.
Voltemade.
Yeah. I say 4-3 Newcastle. I think it's Utah. I think they win. 4-3 Newcastle. I just think like, okay, even though, listen, I don't like this whole thing, and I think it's fugazi at times, but this Newcastle Champions League, and we felt it specifically. This is the one time where I'll accept this fugazi prem intensity. Because we saw when they played it, that was intense. So I think it's Barca. That's why I wanted Senor Ikefue to be there. Senor Ikefue versus Dan Burn.
Yeah.
But he's got whatever issues, whether it's the back, whether it's growing it, whatever it is, he's not there. But yeah, we'll see. It's gonna be really interesting to see how they cope, and especially given that for Newcastle, Anthony Gordon, Elanga, quick, pacey players, especially like Anthony Gordon against Ronald Araujo, if he plays, is gonna be like Barcola, B-Tech Barcola, below average Barcola playing against him.
I think this is Tosin. He's saying for y'all. Tomorrow y'all. Okay. I thought you said for y'all. This is the predicted lineup, Tosin, from Le Parisien. They have Kangili as the right winger. And then there was another predicted lineup by L'Equipe, and they have Mbaye. So I think if Kangili is fit enough, Kangili will start. Because they will have one last training session tomorrow. Obviously, they will probably have a small one on Wednesday as well, but if Kangili is fit enough, he will start. Kvara said to be on the bench as well, to be part of the squad. But if Kangili is not fit enough, it would be Ibrahima and Mbaye. Mayula Florence, I think he could have been a potential option, but he just came back from injury.
Yeah.
His latest cameo, he just came back from injury. For me, the biggest thing is Gonzalo, but I don't know why Lucho fucking tries to like him. It's like an adopted son. Like, I think Lucho adores Dembouz, loves Due, loves Hakimi, Vitinha, Barcola, but Gonzalo is like, he's forced to like him.
I mean, he doesn't really
I
have
don't
much
have
of an
anyone.
option though. That's the issue.
No, I would play like Warren Neves false nine at this point.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I just dislike him so much, man. And I don't understand. Like, so many people have this Mbaya agenda. I would much rather see Mbaya than Gonzalo. Why? Because Gonzalo is a fucking grown ass man and he's ass. Mbaya, yes, he's ass, but he's young. He will get better eventually. Gonzalo, this is his peak. How old is Gonzalo? Like 24?
No, he's like he's young.
Yeah,
He's
he's
like
24.
he's 24.
Yeah, he's 24. Like,
What?
this is his peak. Okay, he can peak when he's 27, but that would be at like
Dang, he's
Norwich
24.
City in the championship or something. Not here, man. Where today's Champions League match is fun. The Madrid Marseille one, there were a lot of chances in the game. Marseille scored early on, and then the Juve Dortmund, obviously
Yeah,
insane.
that was insane.
And then two surprises: Qarabag beating Benfica in Portugal, and Saint-Germain beating PSV in Netherlands.
Yeah, and then obviously
And the
Arsenal.
Arsenal was a bore
That
fest.
that's the typical. You know what? You know the most disgusting you're gonna see: Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Like, we should be paid to be able to watch that game. We should be the ones being paid to watch that game.
Which game?
Arsenal versus Atletico Madrid. It's gonna. I don't know when it is, but they play each other.
Oh, are they gonna play each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm supporting Simeone, man. He's the first terrorist. He's the first. Like, he started this shit. Arteta just copying it. At least Simeone had beautiful counterattacks. Carrasco, Griezmann. Arteta don't even. Arsenal don't even have that.
Set
It's
play FC.
over reliance on set pieces.
Set play FC. Corner kick FC. Corner kick FC.
I haven't even seen the goals from today. How were their goals?
Nah, it was a Fugi. As in the first goal, it's like it's a long ball from Unai Simon from his like a goal kick or a foul. He plays it. It's a header won by I think Mosquera or whatnot. Then Declan Rice heads it, flicks it on, and then Trossard just hits a long ball through. Martinelli goes. The defender honestly should have done better. Goes through on goal, scores, and the second one, it's a ball. Martinelli does good work on the left wing, plays it into Trossard. Trossard like fakes a shot or pretends to shoot. The defenders aren't like sure if they step on it, and then they shoots and deflection off of Vivian and it goes in. It's a fool. As an Arsenal deserved to win. Arsenal were the better team, but yeah, it was a pretty boring game.
Yeah, no, I watched the first half. I just didn't watch the second. I immediately turned it off. I've said it before. I wouldn't wish watching Arsenal on my worst enemy. It's not football.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch it, but I heard it was like a shit show. I even know Arsenal fans don't want to play because he's boring. But I mean, that's very ironic coming from them, man.
What are your predictions then for in terms of like? Because I heard you said what for 24 points, you're getting 22, right? That's your prediction.
Yeah. Yeah, I took a humble minus.
Humble.
It was extremely humble by me. Like, I really wanted the full 24, but I was like, Sporting, first game back. We have the Intercontinental Club World Cup. We have the Trophée du Champion played in January. Maybe some injuries. Yeah, we'll give a draw to Sporting, man.
Well,
What do you have?
I think if PSG, if we finish in like the top 5, I'd say that's very impressive just because of who we play. Like, I think we're gonna have like a couple draws in there. Like, yeah.
I just can't predict us to lose points. Like, my predictions are my PSG predictions are very boring because I'm just always gonna pick us. I've never predicted us to lose a game. I don't even about draw.
If you had to say what's the game that we're most likely to lose, if one in the Champions League right now?
I mean, gotta be Barca. Even though Barca are in like iffy form, Yamal will be back for that game as well. Even though I've heard his injury is potentially worse. Like he's even a question mark for the upcoming La Liga games Barca have
Hmm.
after Newcastle. So maybe that could be his first start. Bayern is tough as well,
I guess you could say Bayern's at the path.
but it's at the back, and we'll have Dembouz do like it's just Dembouz. Dembouz gives me so much reassurance, man. Like Dembouz, baby. Like Barca fans, when it comes to Yamal, they're like, "Oh my god!" Like entertainment, the eye test, he will dribble, all of that. For me, Dembouz is about winning games. It's about winning or losing. For them, it's about dribbling. For me, when we have Dembele, I'm like, yeah, calm,
We're calm. We're calm.
calm, calm. He either scores, gets an assists, or has an insane game and helps the other player score an assist. See, I got to pick the Barca game, I guess. But why I also picked the Sporting game because yeah, maybe Sporting. Hakimi will not play that game as well. He'll be away for AFCON. So
Mhm.
that Sporting game could be a little bit tricky. Maybe we don't care as much about it at that point. But not Barca. What would you
And
say?
yeah, probably Barca as well. And what would you say is the game that like it's like we of all the games you want to win one. Like you'd rather lose a game, but you if you could win this game.
If I could pick another game to
Like
lose,
as in like which game for you is like the most like the one where you want to win the most, I guess.
I guess the obvious. Yeah, I mean the obvious answer is Barca. Yeah,
That's
I don't know.
that
I don't care as much about the game as I did like last season when I wanted to play them in the final to like decide who's the best.
yeah.
Now it's in the group stage.
Yeah. Like
It's like
I think the game means a lot more to it means a lot more to Barca than it does us. Like worst
yeah.
case scenario,
Because we
it'll
won the UCL, we proved we're the best. They want to
exactly
beat us to like
say
get
oh if we would
one
we
tenth of the
then
UCL.
yeah we
Yeah,
would have
now
yeah
we
this yeah
the ifs. Oh yeah, they
yeah
love the ifs.
because they saying oh
If
if they beat us then they said oh then we would have beaten you in the fight like
yeah
this
yeah,
breast yeah stop like, I
they
think
will
yeah
shamelessly start calling themselves the best in the world. Like
yeah
when we talked with Phil, me and Tosin said the exact same thing. We said you Phil want to win this game more than us.
yeah. As an obvious, don't get we want to win it too, and I'd be pissed if we lost, but like all it would like even if they win, all it would say is like ooh, then maybe they could have beaten us. That's the worst thing. If PSG win, it's like oh okay, well PSG better than Barca. That's just, as we thought. And also
Yeah.
you look the worst case like if PSG if Barca beat PSG, they'll go and say all right okay. Overall, Barca also have easier campaign, so on and so forth, this, that, and the other, and you're playing at home, blah blah blah, yada yada yada, and the injuries of PSG. Not that we're not Barca, we don't make excuses for injuries, but if
Yeah.
PSG, a Dembele-less PSG, beat Barca, oh my goodness, ah, yeah, it'll feed generations. It'll feed
That's there.
generations.
If I'm not gonna use the excuse, I'm gonna go in to win the game, obviously.
Same.
But if we win, they're cooked.
They
If
are
we
cooked.
lose, depending on how we lose, I mean, I would say Barca are a very great team. I
Yeah.
don't think it's embarrassing to lose to Barca, playing at
Or
their ground and everything.
yeah,
They
or
perform
worst.
better than us. We have
Uh-huh.
to recoup. We have to change our tactics because then the knockout stages come.
Yeah.
The group stage is just a preparation. Oh, you beat us in the
Exactly.
preparation. Good job.
Congratulations. Yeah, but yeah, I think got a lot. They've got a lot more to prove than we do.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially we have the Dembele Ballon d'Or right before as
Yeah,
well. They're
right
gonna be
before.
heated.
The
I
thing is
can't
though.
wait when Dembele lifts it and they
Mhm.
will pan the camera to Yamal.
Ah.
I hope he does. You know Ronaldo's face. Do you know what picture I'm talking about?
uh.
This one.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, let's tweet that, man. Yamal on 22nd.
Oh.
I hope he does something like that.
Do you think? I think he has to come to the ceremony because he's there for the Copa Trophy, which he'll yeah
I
probably.
mean, he can't win it though.
No. The Copa
Or is it
Trophy
the
you can win.
Golden Boy?
It's the
Or is
Golden
the
Boy you
Golden
can't
Boy?
win twice. Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's definitely getting the Copa Trophy,
Yeah.
especially as like a commiseration,
Commiseration. Yeah. For the
commiseration, because
yeah.
he didn't get the Ballon d'Or. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Listen, obviously, I mean, he deserves the Copa Trophy, but he'll win it. He'll win it. But if Dewey won it, he would not deserve the Copa Trophy. But it's okay. It's okay. Mm. That's why.
no, look, our aim is back to back. This Ballon d'Or is from last season. Finish up.
Yeah.
I think the Ballon d'Or should be held. Understand, there's always like something in the summer. There's a Copa, there's a World
Yeah.
Cup. Have it like 31st of August,
Yeah.
or even earlier, like 25th of August. Because now it's like part of this season and so on. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I think it felt dragged on too much.
I mean, the thing is, though, this is like I think the earliest time that they've ever given the Ballon d'Or. Because last year was in October, right? So, I just all those agendas, all the agendas, they all finish. They all finish. What do you think? Though my thing is, what do you think of the potential, Kvara versus Barcola? Because I think one thing is pretty clear is that I don't know, maybe it's you, but I think Kvara when he's on the right, he's just like I think it's first he's not great. A lot of times when he's on the right, he's much better on the left, and Barcola is better on the left, but he can also play on the right. So like, what do you think? Do you think like, let's say like Barcola continues his form, but he's like excellent off the left? Do you think Lucha's gonna go and put him on the right because like he's of like the worst of the two? He's better on the right than Kvara is on the right.
No, for me, I think in recent time, Kvara hasn't been that good, especially like the UEFA Super Cup and so on. Because I remember his game versus Liverpool at the Park, where he had actions off the right and off the left because we moved around so well. Scored obviously a goal, meagerly offside. But I think Barcola is more versatile. Barcola during his last season at Lyon played as a raw winger as well. So if I had to pick one of those, I'd play more Barcola. Barcola can even run central runs as well, make central runs. So I think Barcola is a more versatile player. But even Kvara can give you really good moments and games from the right side. I think he's just not having the best form, but hopefully he can come back. But if I had to start, I would play Kvara on the left and Barcola on the right. I mean, Barcola got the assist versus Liverpool off the right.
Yeah.
So
True. I just think that like, because I saw your reaction to his goal and whatnot, saying like, "Oh no, what are you like? Stop! Why are you slowing down and whatnot?" And then just wraps it far post. Well, Barca, what a player, man! What a player.
yeah, because usually when he does that, and then he starts overthinking. Should I pause? Should I shoot? And then the attack dies out. But he just silenced me, man. Barcola.
Dang, our attack is crazy. Thing is, I was on it was TikTok. They're now you got Barca fans going and saying they're saying that Juan Garcia.
Yeah,
they're saying that he's a world class keeper, like he's better than Chevalier. So like last year they said like overall he's better than Chevalier. Which like I think sure I know he was like La Liga keeper of the season. He was the best keeper. He had great numbers and whatnot. But I'm like, for me, it's like it in the same sense that you go and you say yes, it's impressive all he did. But you also have to remember he's only done that in La Liga, right? Thus far he's never played in the Champions League. This guy's not even getting called up for his national team. And obviously that alone doesn't mean so on and so forth. But Chevalier has Champions League experience. One is getting called up for his national team. And on top, like, is recognized for the Yashin Trophy as being one of the best. Like, if João Garcia was as good as these Barca fans make him out to be, why is it that nobody was screaming, "Oh my goodness, where's João Garcia for the Yashin Trophy"? Nobody said anything. There was no scandal. Nobody screamed. And even then, like, if he didn't sign for Barca, would they have said the same thing?
No, I would say about Juan Garcia. He's a really good keeper.
Yeah, he's a very
when it was at Espanyol, I didn't watch Espanyol games. I don't think Barca fans watch Espanyol games. But we watched the comps. We watched him win La Liga goalkeeper of the season. But as you said, Chevalier did more last season. He won Liga and goalkeeper of the season ahead of Gianluigi Donnarumma. He was nominated for the Yashin Trophy. He's already been selected by the French national team a couple of times. And he played in the Champions League. I remember his great performance versus Atletico Madrid at the Metropolitano. So he's done more in his career. I wouldn't maybe call any of the two world class. I think they have
Yeah,
to do
me
more and
neither.
prove it at a higher level. I mean,
Yeah,
if you do it in La Liga, you can't become a world class. You got to do it in the Champions League
exactly.
or
Yeah.
with the national team at a big tournament. So,
So like the way
if
that
I had
yeah,
to put like a combined 11, I'll put Chevalier first,
yeah,
simply because what he's done. But obviously, we'll get the answer to Chevalier or Juan Garcia now in the group stage. They're going to
yeah,
face Newcastle. He's going to face a couple of shots. Let's see if he can save them.
yeah. Absolutely.
I've seen on X some international PSG fan support. No, Arlian, today I was a huge Madridista, but a lot of people in the comments were like, Allez Marseille, Allez Marseille. I hate Madrid more than Marseille. And Arlian, yeah, it is an international PSG fan thing. I don't think any French
No, no,
PSG,
yeah, most French
especially
for yeah, they
that
want
lives
it
in
then.
Paris, no.
Yeah, but the
I'm
thing is,
someone that has.
yeah, the thing that I saw though, I was watching some of like the post game stuff and whatnot, and like you had French, Parisian, whatnot. They were saying that like yes, of course they were hating on Marseille and whatnot, but they were almost like if the pen was so fugazi that
Yeah, exactly,
they
exactly.
almost felt bad for Marseille. Like, listen, I'm happy Marseille. I mean, this is the history. It's what they do. They bottle, but it's also like I hate Madrid more. But obviously, listen, for me, it was whatever happens, happens. Whatever we won, I don't know who won, but I will know who lost. That was my mentality going into the game. I wouldn't go and celebrate. Oh, Mars, no. But yeah,
Yeah, no, even me. I was like, I was the biggest Madrid supporter today and the biggest Marseille hater, but even I was disgusted. Two penalties and that second one. But no, I was the staunch one. But Arden, what I wanted to say is, I've been a PSG supporter since 2012. I've understood how big the rivalry is between PSG and Marseille, not just football wise, just as cities, Paris and Marseille. I mean, it's different people. I think Marseille, they used to be Occitan back in the day, speak the Occitan language, like Occitan ethnicity. Now all of them are obviously included as French, but it's a big rivalry between the two. The team that I hate the most is Marseille, obviously, after Israel and every single Israeli club. But for the new PSG supporters, maybe in 2019 and so on, they watch obviously the big Champions League games. Then maybe they hate Barca and Madrid more. But as a PSG fan, obviously you should hate Marseille the most because I mean they are our rivals.
yeah. I think for me,
Uh,
the thing with Marseille is like you hate them because it's the cultural aspect. But I think on a
yeah,
sporting merit, like I think ever since I've been supporting PSG, I think Marseille have only beaten PSG on what, two, maybe three occasions. There was
yeah,
the Coupe de France with Messi, that one 2-1, and then there was in right after the
the one with
Champions
the
League
red
final, yeah,
cards.
the red cards of 1-0 or whatever it was then. But apart from that, like it's a rivalry in the sense that it's cultural.
Yeah, it's a bit similar to like Liverpool Everton.
Yeah, yeah,
Liverpool, Everton, or even Barca Espanyol to some sense. They are not
yeah,
rivals sportingly now in the
yeah.
past 5 years, 10
Mm-hmm.
years, but as you said, culturally, historically, everything.
Yeah, 100%. All right, what time is it? All right, well, I got a class tomorrow, so I'm probably gonna have to head out.
Yeah, no, right before you joined, I was actually thinking about ending it, but then when you joined, we had especially like your crash outs, man, with Barca Madrid, Yamal, nothing like it, man, and that's a beautiful kick. That was actually my first PSG kick ever as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful one, beautiful one.
So this one just reminds me Zlatan and Cavani. Ah,
Cavani,
generation.
oi oi oi.
Cavani this year. This was the kid he scored. It was yeah when he scored that one goal where I remember Zlatan was on the bench. He went. It was it.
Oh, versus
Who's it? Was
Basta
it Bastia? I think it was. Yeah,
with
where
the
he
back
rolled
heel,
ball
and then
rolled out.
Cavani scored that banger.
Yeah, yeah. What a game! What a game! But yeah. Anyways, but thank you once again as usual for having me
Pleasure
on.
as always, man.
All right, sounds good. See you, man.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, I should
After
be
the
on
game?
to. Yeah, I should be on for tomorrow. Yeah.
All right
All
then,
right.
Junior. You take care
See ya.
until then, man. Peace out,
Peace.
man. Peace, peace. All right, people. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed this. Let me check through the comments here. Barca so stupid for not buying Van der Sar or Bade. Yeah, Bade went to Leverkusen. Van der Sar, I think he stayed at Monaco. The thing is, Barca don't have money. You can call them stupid for not having money, but they don't have any money. They have money, but they can't use it. Also, who's World Cup go right now? Donna Addison Courtois? Yeah, that's fair. One mention I would put is David Raya. I think David Raya has shown world class qualities, both in the Champions League and obviously in the Premier League, winning goalkeeper, Golden Glove twice. He would be really good. Yeah, makes sense. True, but the thing is, I've always said systematically, yes, it's better, but I can't. I can't. I can say so for Strasbourg. I can say so for Arsenal, but I can't. I can't say so for Barca. It goes against my morals. I have for Marseille. Exactly, Orlean. That's what, like Strasbourg, I would support them. I remember Monaco, Benfica last season, Orlean. I watched that game. I was like, come on, Akhliosh, come on. They fucking bottled it so bad last season. But Marseille, I could never. Like already next Champions League game week, the two we play on Wednesday. On Tuesday, they're like no good games. I might even hate to watch Marseille versus Ajax that day. Provincial Occitan, pronounced Occitan. Thanks so much, Diaz, man. I just recently learned about that Occitan thing. Didn't want to know about it much before. Atalanta still have Lookman, but they basically have him in a loft. So he's training a bit, but he's not being called up and so on because they were not happy with him. Yo, Sud Toulousain. Peach Sports here. We really have to investigate the penalties for Real Madrid in the UCL. It's clearly not a legend. Did the referee got paid? Marseille got robbed. I can understand that opinion. I think it's a very, very weak penalty, that second penalty. I still think when you see other penalties that have been given, it's still ish a penalty. I mean, the ball touches the hand in a semi unnatural position, but it's so weird. They have to change the rules. That's what I've said. But I don't think they will change the rules. I mean, the handball rule has always been one of the most confusing rules alongside the offside rule. So let's see. But great comments, Sud Toulousain. Great to see more presence here. Dream signing, Erling Braut Haaland or Pedri? Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. All right, another double hate watch then, I guess. Yeah, no. I will be honest. This is the best Marseille have been since 2012, from my time. 2012, I remember they had Gignac. Oh, they were actually good when they reached Europa League final, when they had Payet, Thauvin as well. But yeah, and I was a little bit impressed by their performance at the Bernabeu. I thought they would be much worse. Marseille relegation or PSG UCL? Oh, PSG UCL. I will always prop my team before hating on my rival. I mean, I've never understood how people would draw the hate on their rival and then support their team. I mean, I hate Marseille because I love PSG. So obviously PSG UCL. And I want to face Marseille. I want to smack them. Black and pink one. Oh, you talk about this black one? Or one that's black and pink? Oh, I think you mean right winger. Uliso Bahalan. Yeah, I mean, like profile listed. It's like when I wanted Rodrigo Mora more than Achiliosh in the summer because I just rate Rodrigo Mora and I wanted him more. But yeah, I do agree that makes more sense from what we need and so on. I don't think Marseille are gonna go that far. The best they could do is around the 32. All right then, that's been it from boy PSG Int. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed this live watch along. Hopefully everyone is excited for Paris Saint-Germain versus Atalanta tomorrow. We'll be live 1 hour before the game, discussing, reacting to the lineup. And yeah, hopefully everyone has enjoyed. I don't know if you talked about it, but it's so obvious. We make a big 100% Orlean. I saw already, these private insiders that were talking about Marne Sachiliosh. It makes sense as well. So, no, I do think so, Orlean. Because think about it. Ever since we have had Lucho Campos, the first winter, Moscardo Beraldo, and last winter, Khvicha. So, it's like they wait those 6 months, Orlean, to see what's needed, and then bam. But I think Achliouche would be it. But yeah, good night, good night. Yes, sir. Bonne nuit, frérot. Maggi, au revoir.